Hi friends, REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust. In this video, we're going to understand A to Z about REIT. I'm going to share with you what is REIT all about, what are the different types of REITs, what are the popular names of REITs available which you can start investing today, and then finally, what are the advantages of investing into REIT. So REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust. This is similar to a mutual fund body. The mutual fund invests the capital pooled by the investors into buying stocks of companies. But the REIT is like the mutual fund who pools money from the investors, but they invest into real estate. So this is a simplest explanation of what is REIT, or the Real Estate Investment Trust. Next comes is what are different types of REITs available in our country. The different types of REIT, the first one is the equity REIT, the second one is the mortgage based REIT, the third one is the residential REIT, the fourth one is the commercial REIT, fifth one is the healthcare REIT, and the final one more is the office space REIT. As the name states, it's almost straightforward where this REIT is majorly focused into, but nevertheless let us see one by one where this REIT is majorly focused into. So the equity based REIT, they majorly focus into office spaces, commercial spaces or industrial spaces, and the major source of their revenue comes from rental income as well as the capital appreciation as a result of a sale of the property. The second one is the mortgage based REIT. They rely on giving this pooled in capital as loans to the property dealer or real estate developer. So once they give as a loan, what they earn is the interest. So their revenue stream is the interest. It's more like a debt based mutual fund. So this is the second one. The third one is the residential REIT. They majorly invest into gated communities or residential townships. Of course, their source of revenue will be rental income as well as the capital appreciation upon sale. And similarly, you have commercial properties wherein they invest majorly into grocery stores. They invest into supermarkets, hypermarkets, everything, and then they get rental yields as well as the appreciation of capital that is the result of a sale. And then finally you have healthcare. They majorly invest into clinics or hospitals or medical institutions. So these REITs gain majorly from the rental income which they earn from this institution, and also if they have to sell, then the profit is also becomes as a revenue for the REIT. And finally we have the office space REIT. It is almost similar to the commercial REIT, but office space majorly focuses on like IT parks majorly. So their source of income is also rental yield as well as the capital appreciation. So what are the top 3 REITs available in our nation? The top 3 REITs, the first one is the Embassy Business Park REIT, the second one is the Mindspace REIT, and then the last one is the Brookfield REIT. And of course we have one more, that is the Power Grid REIT, which was started recently. They majorly focused on the power infrastructure. So these 3 REITs, the other 3 REITs which I spoke about, that is the Embassy, Mindspace and the Brookfield. The Embassy was started in 2019, and then the Mindspace came up in 2020, and then finally in 2021 the Brookfield came up. So the major advantage of these REITs, you can gain almost like 6 to 7% of rental yield through dividend income, and then since the IPO price when these REITs were listed, since then they have appreciated by almost 10 to 20%. So of course you can then sell the units of REITs to secure some capital in case you want. But nevertheless, don't forget about capital gains. If you sell it for a short term period, then you will be taxed 15% as a short term capital gain. But if you sell after 3 years, then you will be applicable for long term capital gain, which is about 10% if the income turns out to be more than 1 lakh. So what are you waiting for? Before you start investing, do your due diligence and then only start investing. So finally, what are the advantages? Advantage is pretty straightforward, isn't it? It's simple, it's easy, it's affordable. Affordable is the first advantage. You don't have to have this heavy capital available in your pockets today. You don't have to have 10% of the property value available in your pockets today. If you have to buy a 50 lakh property today, you need to have at least 5 lakh, that is 10% of the value which you need to invest upfront as a down payment. And then you have to keep on paying every year on year the principal plus the interest. Instead of that, based on the capital what you have, if you are a fan of real estate investment, then you can invest the capital into REITs and then immediately gain advantage of the rental yield as well as the capital appreciation. So you can invest as little as 500 rupees into these REITs. Next comes is you avoid the hassle of all paperwork which are involved into investment into commercial or real estate, right? These hassles are completely avoided. You just have to have a demat account, you go to your broking software and then start purchasing these REITs. The third aspect, the third advantage is you have to avoid dealing with property dealers, brokers. The brokers get their own commission of 1 to 20% depending upon the state. And the property dealers, you have to deal with them endlessly. You have to deal with the government institutions as well. You have to be physically present while signing up all the deeds or the agreements, and so much of intervention with respect to with the lawyers as well, with respect to the integrity of the property. A lot of background work has to be done. But all this background work is already done by these REITs. All these hassles completely avoided. You just have to go and start buying. And the fourth advantage is your rental income. It is earned as a dividend income into your pocket. Of course, this dividend income will add up to your total cash flow, and it will show up as your IT, whatever tax slab you may belong to, that income tax you'll have to pay based on the dividend income which you earn. Of course, you can sell the REIT units and gain advantage of the capital appreciation. And then the final advantage is that you are completely free, right? The SEBI, which is the body, which is the security body, this security institution, will take care of all the regulations within the stock market. So these REITs are also governed by the SEBI, and hence we can be peaceful. They won't be like frauds, right? We can be peaceful in terms of they won't end up into fraud-based transaction. The REITs, the big names, there's the Embassy, Brookfield, they do their complete due diligence before they start investing into the property. So I hope you have gained a lot of knowledge on REITs, and in case you need any help still, you can please approach me. The easiest way of how you can buy REITs on your own, please let me know. You can write in the comment section, or you can reach me out on the website, which I'm going to share at the end of the video. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can gain subsequently from all the subsequent videos I'm going to share my experience into the financial world. See you, bye.